We're in the Joiners Square ward in the city, and we're holding a Respect Day. These are days that we run every month at different locations across the city to try and tackle antisocial behaviour and drive crime down. This particular area that we're in at present, in Joiners Square, has been suffering from some antisocial behaviour of late. You can see all these pebbles that are down here. The local residents have been complaining that youths have been using these pebbles and throwing them, using them as ammunition, pinging them off these metal benches here and so on. So what we're doing today is working with partners, with Community Payback and others, to clear this area of the pebbles and replace it with bark, thereby getting rid of the ammunition at one fell swoop. But that's only part of what we're doing today. We've got loads of other partner agencies out with us today. We've got the Fire and Rescue Service. They've been in the local school, giving them some advice on the build-up to bonfire night, talking to the primary school kids. We've got the street pastors out, they're out engaging with the community. And we've got skips out all around the estate, not just around here, but all around the estate, for local residents to get rid of their bulky waste, which again is great on the run-up to bonfire night.
What kind of response do you get from residents when you hold these events? Yeah,
well, the feedback that we get is universally excellent. I mean, by and large, satisfaction levels, I think, are running at something like 50%, with residents looking at the City Council and the police, satisfaction levels. When we run a Respect Day, that goes well over 90%. You know, we do some surveying after the event, talking to the residents' associations, other community groups, and the local elected member. And as I say, the confidence levels really go up.
How do you decide whereabouts in the city to hold these days?
Yeah, well, that's a good question, because I think most people would want one of these days if they could, you know, on their doorstep. And unfortunately, we're using public money, and so we have to be very particular about the areas that we target. So it's based on statistics, you know, and we look at crime and antisocial behaviour statistics over the last 12 months, and then effectively end up with a league table of priority neighbourhoods. And there's a schedule that runs through the year, through to next April. You know, so there could be another Respect Day coming somewhere near you.
What kind of issues do people come to you with during the days?
Yeah, well, antisocial behaviour is a funny beast, really. I mean, it's a lot of people think antisocial behaviour is just young people causing problems. And that's not always the case. Sometimes it can be environmental issues. And an awful lot of the people that we engage with on these Respect events are more concerned about their environment, the place that they live, their community, their neighbourhood. And it can be that the place is just subject to fly tipping or litter or dog fouling. Or it could be that there's overhanging trees that just haven't been addressed. You know, so it gives us an opportunity to listen to what the community is telling us, or their concerns, and address those by getting the partner agencies in on the day to give the area a good clean-up.
So you mentioned a couple of partner agencies earlier. Who is involved today?
Okay, right, we've got the police. I mean, the police are key. We've got the local police media bus just a little way from us now, where they're giving out crime prevention advice and crime prevention gear, all free. Come along, help yourself. We've got the Fire and Rescue Service. They're doing home fire security checks, perhaps on the more vulnerable people in the community, giving them advice, making sure the smoke alarms are working. Community Payback, unpaid work. You know, they are out with us today, working really, really hard on getting this sorted out. Street pastors, they are out engaging with the community. Somebody from Challenge North Staffs is out with us today. Stoke-on-Trent Crime Prevention Panel. You know, it really, you know, it brings everybody together. And what we try to do as well is get the local community involved too. Mm-hmm. Some areas are more active and proactive than other areas. But, you know, the Residents Association are very much on board, and we'll work with them after today. It's not just about today and then we move on and forget about it. You know, we want to have a little bit of a legacy if we can. So we'll work with the local Residents Association and other community groups and see if we can keep this feel-good factor going. You know, we've been talking to some of the residents today as we've been walking around, and I think you'll agree with me, some of the feedback that we've had from some of the residents have been very positive. You know, we want to try and capture that and then move on from today with it.
Great, thank you very much.